Senators in the Finance Committee have been working on the Crapo bill to lift up regulations on Wall Street. So would you, if a similar bill hit the House, one that had the provision of lifting the annual stress tests on banks with assets of $50 billion to $250 billion, would you be in support of deregulating banks with those assets?
Well, let me just say that I was here when we had the crash in our economy, the Great Recession that began in 2007, and Dodd-Frank put in place some very sensible reforms, including the stress tests, the living wills, and to avoid what we saw as the Americans bailing out Wall Street. Now, the $50 billion threshold has been something that's been greatly debated. And while it may or may not be appropriate to lift those limits, we are very unclear and unsure of how the Financial Services Committee under this administration will if they'll actually regulate them appropriately. So it's not even an issue of the $50 billion as much as it is having lack of confidence that they are not ready and willing to turn the clock back to the kinds of conditions that saw the economy collapse in 2007. In addition to raising these thresholds, they are trying to gut the Consumer Financial Protection Agency. They're rolling back provisions that prevent corruption in the mining and energy sector. And so when we look in total with what they're doing in the financial services deregulatory environment, it is very frightening.
Under the surface makes the mainstream get so nervous. It's time for purpose, for news to serve.